r/ProRevenge.
Fate helped me get back at my brother. I originally posted this in 2 parts as it was unfolding on r/relationship_advice, and a couple people told me to post it here. I didn't know this sub existed, but I'm happy it does. So, my brother, 23M, we're twins, is so mean. He's constantly doing messed up stuff to me, 23F, but the worst thing happened 5 years ago. I got my first boyfriend when I was 18 and a senior in high school. I know we were young, but I really loved him. We'd been dating for 10 months when my brother randomly decided, for literally no reason at all, to make up a story about how he caught me cheating and tell it to my boyfriend. He planned it all out, he came up with details, he made it sound real. And because he's such a scarily good liar and a master manipulator, my boyfriend believed him. No matter what I said or did to prove it wasn't true, he believed my brother over me. My brother kept up with his act the entire time and refused to admit he was lying. At one point I thought I'd finally gotten my boyfriend to believe me, but then he broke up with me a few months later and confessed it was because he was still convinced I'd cheated on him and he couldn't move past it. He said, "The worst part is that you won't just tell me the truth, and not to sound dramatic, but that still haunts me. I want to cry every time I think about it." And I still miss him to this day. Also, I think it's important to note that my brother has never once apologized. He's so insanely mean that he just thinks it's funny. I even asked him once if he'd consider hitting my ex up and telling him the truth for my peace of mind, and he just laughed at me. I never got over what my brother did, and I always told myself I was going to do the exact same thing to him one day. He's dated several girls since high school, but he'd never been serious enough about any of them for me to consider tricking them. I knew it wouldn't hurt him like he hurt me if I just tricked one of his flings or something. But he finally got his first serious girlfriend last year, and after thinking about it for a long time I decided I was going to do it. We live in different places now, so I had to do it all online. I used a different method than he did. I contacted his girlfriend pretending to be the girl he'd been cheating with. I made up an elaborate detailed story like he did to me and even photoshopped proof and stuff. I made my story even more believable than he made his. And exactly like he did to me, I went as far as denying it even to him because I knew he might use my texts/calls to prove to his girlfriend that it isn't true. He knew I was behind it, though, solely because the girl I made up doesn't exist and there's no one else that would do this. But I kept denying it. His girlfriend wholeheartedly believed me, and my brother kept calling and texting me and begging me to give it up, even though I still wouldn't admit it was me. He was manipulating me and arguing that it's different because I was younger when he did it to me and my relationship wasn't serious. But my relationship was serious, and like I said, I still miss my ex. My brother really messed me up. I have empathy though, he doesn't, and I was starting to feel bad for his girlfriend because she's innocent. I was kind of regretting everything and thinking that maybe I should tell his girlfriend the truth, for her sake, not his. But then, his girlfriend asked me a question which led to her admitting that she's been suspicious of him for a long time, so I pried a little bit and encouraged her to look through his phone. She told me she couldn't because she didn't know the passcode and he wouldn't give her access to it. I guessed a few passcodes I thought it could be and gave them to her under the guise of seeing it once but not being sure which one I'd seen. That was kind of dumb, but I couldn't think of anything else to say and she didn't question it. She got in because it ended up being the same one he's had since 2012 when our dad got us iPhones and made us use the same passcode. Idiot. Anyway, lo and behold. It turns out my brother actually cheated on her and my setup was the reason she found out. He's been talking to and hooking up with multiple girls for pretty much the entirety of their relationship. I'm not surprised, because he's a terrible person and cheating seems right up his alley, but I'm shocked at the same time. I literally can't believe things worked out this perfectly. It feels like a dream or something. The universe loves me. I hate to revel in his girlfriend's misery, but I was feeling guilty about her being collateral damage, so I feel like this is the best possible outcome. My lie ended up being the truth, well not exactly but you know what I mean, so I didn't scar his GF or leave her with permanent damage for no reason. All my interference did was speed up the process of the truth coming to light. In fact, my brother may have been able to hide his cheating forever if not for me. He probably would have just manipulated his GF and or refused to give her phone access forever. She hasn't broken up with him and I'm honestly not sure if she will. How relevant that is, but it attests to how manipulative he is. He screws people over all the time but somehow always gets his way anyway. It's honestly infuriating and scary. Anyway, I'm still not going to admit to my brother that I'm behind it all, because there's no point. That would just get me in deeper trouble. I got a comment on my original post that said deny till you die baby. And that's exactly what I'm planning on doing lol. Life's crazy.
A response to the post.
With a brother like him, you don't need an enemy, at least you're not living with him anymore, but seriously, fuck him, he sounds like a poss.
A response to this comment.
No don't, this isn't Alabama.
A response to the post.
Why your brother sounds like a sociopath. Seriously I'd go low contact / no contact with him.
Oh peace response to this comment.
Copying from my other post and another comment. He's 1000% a sociopath, that's what people in the comments of my other posts said too. I've spent years being told I'm just dramatic when I accuse him of being a sociopath, so I feel very seen now, even if it's just from a bunch of strangers. As for going no contact, I wish I could, but it would be really complicated due to the way our family is. We're all really close, I mean as a whole, my brother and I aren't close individually, so cutting him off completely would mean not attending holidays, avoiding my parents' house every single time he was there, and a lot of other really difficult situations. I love the rest of my family, so that just isn't doable for me. I keep my distance from him, though. We live like 100 miles apart and almost never talk unless it's family related.
A response to the post.
Just a word of caution. Your brother may try to escalate. Keep your eyes open.
A response to this comment.
Do not ever give him any weapons that he can wield. Time to start upping your privacy online.
A response to the post.
Don't only deny it, keep warning girls that he's a cheater manipulator. Now you have a real story and material to post on r/nuclear revenge.
A response to the post.
Save whatever evidence you can about this. Then when he gets another GF, just send her said evidence, including contact info for the last GF.
A response to this comment.
Yes, I would certainly keep proof that he's a serial cheater and warn every serious girlfriend that he's cheated on everyone he's been with. I'm sure he'll start to warn them about you, but at least you'll put some doubt in their minds.